Yeah. Yeah. Hello. This is Jason E. and welcome to the Trading and Ascension Podcast. While discussing topics related to personal and spiritual development and day trading, this podcast provides thought-provoking concepts and direct energy to help us evolve as humans and professional traders. I'm logging my journey. Today's topic is clarity on your desires and goals. My goal today is to guide us to an understanding of goal clarity. My goal today is to illuminate the path to increase clarity. This is important because clarity can be the wind behind our backs when it comes to speeding up the results we have in life and speeding up the growth that we have in our trading business. Now that's the positive, sexy side and reason to stay tuned today. But most importantly, or more importantly, clarity can keep you in the game. When you are down, it's clarity that creates a barrier between you and the 95% of trading failures. When your world comes crashing down, clarity can help you not give up on your dreams. It can keep you in the fight when you are battered and bruised. Rocky, and I'm referring to that boxing movie, he didn't last through those epic battles because of anything but clarity. Clear goals aided him in training hard, and he had a reason to not give up during the ebbs and flows of those championship fights. Family, revenge. Rocky Balboa had different reasons that he was clear on in his mind that made him a warrior. Now, like most episodes, today's information will apply to trading and to life. And we'll talk about two types of clarity. You'll need an overarching, bigger picture clarity and an in-depth clarity. Without these two, it's likely that you'll quit and become a negative statistic. So I want you to get a pen and paper now because I'm going to go through and use some coaching tools to help you increase clarity on your respective goals in life and in trading. And like we hate to drive through, let's get it in. I feel like I should, so let me highlight a few more things on the positive side. Why is this important? Why should you listen and implement the information today? Clarity will give you purpose, better decision making, conviction, leadership, and the ability to impact in a positive way the lives of others. All of that while helping you ensure you reach your goals. Clarity can give you purpose, better life navigation, and conviction. First, purpose. Without clarity, it's hard to have purpose. This may be different for women, but I don't know. I've been a man my whole life, but for men, I can tell you that when another man lacks clarity and purpose, when we meet each other, there's an energy, an unconscious, sort of conscious aura that says this guy isn't serious. And I'll say isn't serious for a lack of better terms. I'm not saying a man without clarity is less, but he is lacking. And the people know, even if they don't know him, they know and they'll treat him accordingly. And for you single guys and women, but again, I only know the male perspective, women can tell when you don't have purpose. For you single women, if you intimidate a man with your clarity of aura, there's a great chance that he doesn't have clarity in his life. And that's my free dating tip of the day. So thank you for letting me share that. So my friends, without clarity, it's no wonder you're getting outpaced by others in endeavors. And you may notice that others are getting what you think you should have in your life. You're wasting your time with a lack of clarity. Now, I had mentioned clarity helps you better navigate life because you've predetermined a direction to move into. People can tell, and I keep saying people can tell, but it doesn't matter what other people think. So I want to be clear there. I'm only mentioning and highlighting others' awareness of this so you're more conscious yourself and more willing to take action. It's the difference between having mixed matched socks versus mixed matched shoes. So I'm hoping to motivate a few more people by highlighting that this is an infraction of the mixed matched shoes category. So clarity helps us better navigate life. When we move in a clear, predetermined direction, two things usually occur. We encounter less landmines, not always, or life problems. With a straight direction versus walking in circles, there can be less problems. Again, not always. When we have lost motivation and we start to head towards, deep sorrow and depression, and we're feeling problem after problem, a lot of times we may have lost our way. At the same time, it could be the last few steps before exiting the field if we did have clarity. So it kind of goes both ways on that. But don't you notice how many problems people without goals seem to have? The lazy, although they're not going anywhere, they seem to attract challenges. Also, it seems on Earth, we usually are able to handle the landmines / life problems when we are on the right path. They almost seem to prepare us for the received destination goal. But when we are off the path, the pitfalls and landmines can be seriously detrimental and discouraging. I think it was like 2005, I want to say 5 or 6. And I was talking to a millionaire and he said, I'll never forget, he said, everyone has problems. So if we all have problems, wouldn't you want to have the problems that successful people have? That really stuck with me. Now, I also said that clarity grants conviction. When you have that clarity, that flashlight in the dark minefield, you boldly move with the insight of what to do. You can see the next step. The people around you without clarity, without flashlights, they're like, damn, he's brave. She's just jogging through the minefield. They attack life every day. Now think about this. That conviction also becomes leadership and the ability to help others overcome fears of the landmines and acquire their own flashlights. Think about some of the great leaders of today. They usually have a vision. They're painting a picture of things we can't see. They're talking about the path in a way that lets us know they've traveled it and that they have some insight. They have that clarity flashlight. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. That's clarity. The founding fathers of America had clarity. Now let's go deeper. 2 types of clarity you need: an overarching bigger picture clarity and an in-depth clarity. Let's start with the overarching clarity. This is life clarity. Life clarity is a predetermined path for your life. When you study the life or read the biographies of some of the most successful people in the planet's history, they have in common clarity and long-term thinking. It's not uncommon for those who accomplished like billionaire status to have 100-year game plans. They know they won't live that long, but they are chasing a vision and building the foundation of lineage. There are some great families, and their names. You just know the family name today, that were built off the backs of 1 or 2 people in history in that family that had clarity. So, my first question to you, and you may want to write this down so you can, complete this exercise in the future. What are your life goals? Are your goals big enough to fit others into them? It's a lot easier to give up on yourself than it is when others are counting on you or you're building something to benefit a lot of people you care about. How does your trading fit into your life goals? Simplicity adds great accomplishment and it aids it. So you can focus on a few things, just 3 or less, and you can take large steps towards them daily. Just based off the simple fact of having a clear target, right? That alone is going to separate you. You'd rather move 10 steps in one direction than 20 steps in 10 different directions, right? Two steps each direction, or 50 steps and you're going in a circle. Do you have a 1.5-year goal? A 3-year goal? Do you have a 5-year goal? If not, then you have to seriously ask yourself, where are you going in life? So, if this is step 1, if this is you, then this is step 1. Figure out what's important to you. Not what the world wants you to have. Not what you want because of petty reasons or because you've been influenced by social media. The people that I want to floss on Instagram. What really matters to you? If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do with your time? And if you filter to the bullshit of that answer, you're going to find some true desires in there of what you'd like to do and how you'd like to experience your time on earth. From knowing what you want just in general, I would suggest completing Napoleon Hill's definite purpose activities. And you can find that online. You can find that in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Get a 1.5-year goal. And as far as you can stretch it, get some 20, 50, 100-year goals. Being able to see that far in the future now, that's clarity. Then you can start to work with information from people like Dr. Ben Hardy and say, okay, now that I have my 3-year goal, how can I complete that goal in 6 months? And you can start really making strides in your life. Now, let's talk about deep level clarity. And this is clarity that's tied to action. I'm going to take a sip here. I got to keep water, getting a sticky tongue. So we're going to talk about deep level clarity. And again, this is clarity tied to action. And I want you to ponder, why do you trade? Are you clear on your why? And not just for trading, on why you do anything. When I was in insurance and running an insurance office, the leadership would always say, if your why doesn't make you cry, you don't have enough clarity. Now, I'm not sure about that, but it alludes to the fact that we have to be deeply connected to our reason for doing something in order to have the perseverance when motivation wanes. Because when we lose motivation, the discipline is gone too. And the only fuel that we're going to have in our engine to keep us going is going to be what we're emotionally connected to. That's the only thing that's going to pull us through. So one technique I picked up in life coach training was an exercise called the deep why. This exercise is based on the belief that clarity and emotional attachment to our goals comes after answering 5 to 7 why questions. And hopefully that's ending with a feeling attachment. And this will make more sense as we walk through it here. So let's walk through it. You want to write this down. I'll get you started and you can finish this on your own time or within your own time. So again, why did you pick this path? Whatever path that may be, why do you choose to trade? After you thoroughly contemplated this, you're going to ask yourself why again for that answer. So you may say, because of earning potential, the thrill, or whatever you're thinking right now. Once you have answered that, the next step is to answer why on that previous answer. So if you trade because of earning potential, why do you want earning potential? Why do you want that earning potential that trading can provide for you? You may say, because of the freedom it will bring me. Okay, that's 2 levels. Now we're on level 3, in which the question is something like, what does that freedom mean to you? Why do you want freedom? You may write down, I want financial freedom because making my goal amount of money allows me to take care of my parents. Okay, level 4. And just to let you know, you can go as in depth as you want for these answers. And I'll give you an example here on level 4. Now, so why do you want to take care of your parents? You may say, they sacrificed everything for me. They took out a second mortgage on their home, and then they moved and rented it out. So now they live in a shelter so I could fund my first trading account. I need to repay them. That's ridiculous, but I hope you're tracking me. We're on level 5 now. So why do you need to repay your parents? Well, I want to be the hero of my family. They're all broke. I have 17 siblings, and they think I'm dumb. They think I used my parents. No one believes in me. Okay. Now we're at level 5, with the goal of getting to 5 minimum, but preferably level 7 of why questions answered. You just really want to exhaust this, get deep within yourself. So let's review where we're at right now. So why do you do this? Why do you trade? I trade because of earning potential. The earning potential is going to give me freedom. With that freedom, I can take care of my parents because my parents sacrificed for me and I want to repay them. Okay. How would it feel to repay your parents? Amazing. The respect, admiration, the love would be amazing. So that's an example of 5 levels. And again, the goal is to get to a minimum of 5, but closer to 7 levels. The further you go, the way more beneficial. And you want to get far enough to expose a feeling need. And let me show you one more thing. This is powerful. So you're trading because of earning potential. Earning potential is going to give you financial freedom. With that financial freedom, you want to take care of your parents. You want to repay the sacrifice that they made for you. And ultimately, it would feel amazing to experience the love and the admiration of being the hero of your family. Now, let's think about this from the perspective of clarity being the only fuel in the tank because motivation has gone. You lost focus for just a moment and you lost the trade. Then you were cocky and greedy and you decided to make the second mistake. You remember that from the last episode? You started to revenge trade, and a few emotional minutes later, damn it, you've blown your freaking account. Well, not really blown, but the $70K your parents gave you is now $311.27. I don't even have to tell you how terrible you feel right now. You're contemplating doing some dumb shit like, drinking your sorrows away for a month or even worse. Emotionally drained, you just pass out. You wake up the next morning and of course you have no motivation. So, podcast listener, I want to pose to you this question. What level of clarity could help you climb out of the pits of hell? A or B? And remember how yesterday went. You're drained. A, I shouldn't give up because of the earning potential trading brings me. Or B, I should get up because I feel bad now, but I'm going to feel amazing when everyone respects, loves, and admires me for winning. I'm the hero that helped my 17 siblings see there was a way out. I'm the hero that buys my parents a new home. I can feel it now. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. You get up slowly. Maybe in a few hours. Maybe in a few days. But you get up. You don't quit. You refuse to give up. Do you understand? Get clarity on your why.